Gentlemen, welcome to the third live coding lesson in this module. And today we're going to be looking at doing some image editing using Python. So the idea of today's session is we're going to create some filters in Python that will reverse an image, give it a mirror image, that will change the color of the image and also convert the image to black and white. Now, normally I would start with a blank screen, but just to help us out here, I've already got some code that was on the Do Now task earlier in the lesson that will load the image manipulation library, and it will also load a picture. And if we want to see what picture that is going to show us, that will turn up in a moment. However, we need to now write something that takes that image and will convert it. So first of all, let's look at making a mirror image. So first of all, what we're going to do is we'll call it mirror image. We're going to create a brand new image. So equals image new. Now it's going to be in the RGB red, green, blue color space, and it's going to have the same width and height as the target, as the original image that we've loaded here. So we've now created an empty image for this. Now we've got to go through pixel by pixel and create a mirror image. So we're going to start off with a couple of for loops. So for x, for the x-axis, in range, width, and then for y, in range, height. Okay. Now, can anyone tell me what that piece of code is going to do? Very good. That is going to go through pixel by pixel, first of all along the width of the image and then along the height of the image. So let's now read in what our existing image is. So old pixel, we will simply pick up the old pixel from image, which we've already loaded. So old pixel equals image get pixel. Now, which pixel are we going to be getting? Well, normally we would get the X and Y pixels. So let's just try X, Y. And in fact, because that's a tuple, it needs to be in some other brackets. Okay, so first of all, we get the old pixel. And now we want to create the new pixel. Now, for the time being, I think we should just to keep it simple, we're going to say, we'll say the new pixel is the old pixel. So we're going to try and do a routine here that reads in the image just to prove that we can read in the image. And then we're going to image, put pixel. In fact, we're going to put this into our mirror image. We're going to put a pixel and we're going to put the exact same pixel. So we'll put it in the same position, X and Y, and then we will put our new pixel value. Great. So hopefully that is going to scroll across the pixel, scroll across our image. It's going to load in the pixel from the old image and it's going to convert it and it's going to put it back into this new mirror image pixel. So first of all, we'll load the image from the internet. We'll display the image. So this is what the image starts off looking like. Now this, as you recall, we're probably not going to expect much change because we haven't changed anything a moment. So we'll press play here. We've forgotten to actually output the image. Okay, now let's try running that. Yes, we've got the cat exactly the same. So now let's think, how can we turn this into a reverse image? Does anyone have any ideas? Excellent, yeah. What we can do is we can manipulate these values. So rather than getting a pixel and then putting it back in exactly the same place, let's get a pixel from the other side. So the width we know is the width of this. So if we say width minus x and then -1, because we know that because Python starts at 0. So this should start at the other side and start reading it back in. So let's see if this works. There you go. You see how simple that was for converting the cat to go from one way to the other way. Okay, so we've got a model, if you like, for our a model for a filter. So let's just create a new code block, and I'm going to take all of this. But this time we don't want to do a mirror image, we want to change the image color. So new color image equals, we're going to create a new color image, and then as we go through the old pixel, we want to bring in, this was doing the mirror image, remember, so we want to take the old pixel from the image, and then the new pixel is going to be the old pixel. But no, we want to change the color, don't we? So to do this, we can look at playing with the RGB values. So let's, instead of saying new pixel is open to old equal to old pixel, we're going to convert this into 3 different values, because each pixel is actually a list with 3 values, or an array with 3 values in it. And in fact, you can see if you hover over it, it shows you what is in that pixel at the moment. So we're going to change these numbers, the 254, 249, 246, we're going to change these to some new numbers to make it a different colour. Now that's red, green, blue. So old pixel 0, old pixel 1, old pixel 2. Now, at the moment, that's not going to make much change, because that's taking the exact new pixel and replacing it with the old pixel. And then we're going to change this. This is new color image. Copy that, paste there, paste there. So now we've taken that, we've updated the model. It's not going to do anything at the moment. We'll move on to that in the next time. So let's just see. That's giving us our cat. Now we can start to manipulate the values. So here we've got red, green, blue. How do you think we would make this cat a more green shade of green? Yeah, that's a good suggestion. What we can do, we have to make sure we're treating this as a number. And then let's multiply it by a factor. Should we double the green in this image? So if we take that old pixel and then double the green, what do we think is going to happen if I press go? Let's find out. There you go, we've got ourselves a green cat. Isn't that pretty cool? Okay, we move on. Remember, we had a third filter to create. And now that we've got our model code, this should be much easier. So now we want to make the image black and white. So we know how to manipulate the code. So we're going to say B and W image. So this is going to become black and white image. Copy that, paste that all the way through. So how do you think we're going to make a black and white image? Very good. Okay, so to get a black and white image, what we actually do is take an average of the RGB values and then put the same value in each one. Let me show you. So new pixel is the old pixel value plus the old pixel value. We're going to have to convert these to integers. And convert this one to integer as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to say the new pixel color, or the new pixel value, is going to be old pixel plus red plus green plus blue. And then we're going to have the whole thing. So I'm going to call this black and white pixel. Is the old pixel, the red value plus the green value plus the blue value, all divided by 3. Okay, that will give us the average of those values. And then the new pixel we can simply use black and white pixel, comma, black and white pixel, comma, black and white pixel. What has that done? That's right, it's taken the value, it's taken the average colour value and used that for all of the pixels. What do we think is going to happen when we press play now? Okay, we've got an error. So where have we got an error? So let's have a look. A float object cannot be interpreted as an integer. So what has gone wrong here? Okay, so I think we've got integer old. This, because we've divided by 3, has left us with some decimal places. And the RGB values can only be integer values. So let's cast this entire thing as an integer. This should remove the decimal places. Do we think it's now going to work? Let's find out. There you go. We now have a black and white cat. Don't have any questions? Good. So hopefully you've been able to see now how we can use Python to read in an image, and then we can manipulate the pixels individually to create a mirror image, to create a greener cat, or even a black and white cat. Very good. If you open your classroom and carry on with your work.